should be working. There we go. Microphone's checked on. Doesn't seem to be any problems yet. Hey. I'm SoldierMcBlast. What? You don't see me? Yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to even show up. Unless... Nope. There we go. What do I even talk about? Well, first, as I said, I'm SoldierMcBlast. If you didn't read who I am according to my channel description, I'm from Minecraft, specifically from the PlayStation 3 edition, or right now what's known as the Legacy Console edition. Don't worry about the constant noises. It's just that I don't have any soundproofing where I'm trying to do this. And well, this stream's supposed to more or less introduce me to who I am. Sorry for any soft voices and on all that. I don't usually speak this slow. There we go. It's because that I've had the microphone and or aux section in the audio mixer for OBS at like -10 or 12 decibels of sound. And well, as I said, this stream is mainly to introduce me to what I am, and eventually maybe make some new friends along the way. Usually I would have people talking with me, but I'm like an introvert in general. So let me actually move this up a bit more. There we go. So first off, before I get into the works, this is not a original model that I made myself. If you're able to look down in the description area, all the way down below the rules, the artist in question that was able to make this, well, technically by free standards, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's Moses Waffles here on YouTube, and where I was able to make this was via Picrew. I did have to place the link down there, however I wasn't able to embed the link in the description, so just make sure to copy paste it if you ever want to go explore their creations along with any other creations that there may be within the site itself. But if you already know how it works, then I shouldn't be bothered to tell you this. Alright. Let's see here, set that up. Then go to you. Let's check. There we go, it works. Shouldn't be that much of a problem now. So essentially, I just kind of got bored and made a slideshow to describe who I am instead of always talking all the time. I mean, that's the point that I'm doing this right now. Why would it matter though? Anyways, first, Like I said earlier, I am SoldierMcBlast. I do have a personal name which you can use, which is Brandon. You could go with that, or just call me Soldier, or whatever you can think of. As I also said earlier, I originally came from Minecraft, the Legacy Console Edition on the PlayStation 3. As you can tell by my voice, I rarely talk and I usually make my voice extremely deep. I mean, sometimes I would, but that would mainly happen if I was ever enraged or mad at something. Aside from Minecraft, I was able to move into different games earlier, like a few years ago. Obviously, main thing because being Team Fortress 2, including a few others from Nintendo and other companies. Two of these games are already listed: Monster Hunter and Omega Strikers. I don't know if anyone would even know what Omega Strikers is, but it's a 3v3 air hockey game, I think, in which obviously you have to hit the puck back to back, and you're controlling these characters within the game. Yes, as it says right now, currently I'm only able to play Minecraft without a capture card being on Java and Bedrock. Since if I were to get a capture card, that would probably be expensive. Some of them were like about 50. I mean, it isn't that bad, but I'll probably consider getting it another time. As for languages, I am fluent in both English and Spanish, so you could use either language for me. I wouldn't mind, as long as we can understand each other. It shouldn't be that much of a problem for either end. I might be able to be stuttering or try to slur a few words, which is going to make everything incoherent for me. And, well, I'm not sure how it would go. Anytime I would try to speak, it would end up worse. Or just in general for any words I try to speak. But I'll eventually try my best to talk without any problems. This mainly comes from probably a poor microphone, since I am currently using a Logitech camera, which is, well, obviously has a microphone, but I don't remember what the specific model is. Probably you could all hear me. And again, sorry for any background noises. I don't have any soundproofing, as this is from a personal or, well, family computer. As for the reason on why I created my name like this, it's mainly because of the soldier from TF2. That's because I've been seeing a few Team Fortress 2 videos, like back after, like somewhere around middle school, 8th grade, and that character more or less kind of inspired me to have that in my Minecraft user and PlayStation account. And also because that my favorite thing over on the PlayStation was during creative mode, I would just make a world and then explode TNT on multiple things. And honestly, I kind of want to go back to that and probably show what I could probably do in the PlayStation 3, but again, I don't have a capture card to even do this. Let's see here. There. So, currently, these are my interests. The main thing, obviously, would have to be games. I mean, a lot of people would enjoy playing games regardless, but I'm always open to probably open different games besides the ones that I'm currently in or enjoying. And next up are trading card games. Currently, I am playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And Magic the Gathering. I'm more or less like in probably no, not veteran. I haven't played like since it started. Probably like a novice still by standard for Yu-Gi-Oh! Or, well, That's what I consider myself. I'm not like close to those that have like their hand traps and all of that. As for magic, well, I'm like barely beginning as of like a month or two ago. Next up is crocheting. The only things so far that I made were scarves, and the reason why I was into crochet, or I mean, is because I learned how to do crochet from my mom, since she had a lot of yarn and a few crochet hooks, and I thought, why not get myself some yarn of my own and start making stuff. And the only two colors that I have for for the scarves, sorry, were like a sky blue and like a dark green. Next is art and coloring. So honestly, I never actually did a drawing of my own. The only way that I did learn how to properly draw was because that I only took one art class during high school, which was during my senior year. And honestly, it was pretty fun. Kind of wish I was able to take it earlier. However, many people have been taking the classes quickly within the start of registration. Coloring usually would vary on how I want to structure the way I want to color. Everything's just gotta not have to fit in a way. Most of the times I would probably just use red, green, or orange and blue, since those are like some of my favorite colors. Bicycling, I hope that's how it's said, is one of my main interests ever since I had my first bike. And as of now, I still ride around on the bicycle. And honestly, it's like a great workout for my legs. Although eventually would probably end up breaking and stuff. Well, what I did have the previous bike that I had did break. Not well, mainly from the chain, like several times, and then the same bike, which is what I'm talking about right now, broke because of the rim, since I was going up a sidewalk, and then unfortunately, due to me going up the sidewalk, it more or less bent the rim over to the left or right. I can't really remember. Creative writing is something that I want to continue eventually on my own. I really like writing stories or trying to develop them for when I want to maybe become an author myself, but due to life and everything getting thrown at me, taking care of my family members who are currently in school, I have to more or less put that aside, more or less making me like a true or procrastinator. And I really want to change that uh, behavior of mine eventually. Though that'll probably wait until I even try to. What is it? When everything is sorted out with myself. Photoshop shenanigans. This is actually one of my favorite things to do. I was able to take 2 Photoshop classes during high school, which was like the last 2 years I had. I've really enjoyed taking it since I was actually able to gain some experience from doing the no, not the project, the well, projects and the program. It's what I really think I might continue, as well as like photography, since in those same classes I was able to handle a DSLR camera. One of my siblings actually has this camera, however, due to reasons I won't be able to use it, since it's their own personal camera. I might get myself one, but that'll probably have to wait until I even have enough money for it. It was like 500 for the camera itself. Next are my favorite animals, which are cats and otters. Cats, it's mainly because that I've enjoyed or well had a pet cat when I was like 8, 9 years old. But unfortunately it ran away because I don't remember why, but it was probably something that me and my siblings did when I was younger. Otters are my second favorite animal, mainly because of a few videos I've seen from Doug, which I'm going to guess that everyone knows, but if nobody does, you should probably go watch them. They're like a pretty hilarious channel, and that's all it is. They have many things that they do with their stream. They more or less code programs for their stream to use. Wait, crap. Shoot, I went backwards. Well, that sucks. And then yeah, the last one already came true. Random goofs. Something just like that. Randomly ending up things like that, which thanks a lot to me getting sidetracked. It's gotta be a whole lot of trouble. Oh, crap. Hold on, wait, what? Crap, did it bug? Shoot. There we go. Arrow key's been messing up. But next, let's see. So, the reason why I even started a stream, even though I'm an introvert, I want to try to communicate and have fun with people. And again, probably make friends. However, I might have to manage like different things eventually, maybe because, like I said, life might be hitting me hard with big obstacles, and streams might not have me talking all the time, or they're all just going to be like silent gameplay or whatever it is. So if you ever want, you could always just have this in your have like any stream that I do in your background, just to see what would happen to me in any of the games that I play. And well, the schedules for streams are not going to be like on a horizontal timeline. That's what I need to say. And due to family complications and all that, they might be like on random days, and because of that, I won't be able to do a whole lot to even stream on here. So yeah, that's that's all about me. Oh, almost forgot. These streams are mainly going to be based on the time zone that I'm in, which is going to be Pacific Standard, and I really wouldn't mind doing this. Well, it's mainly because of the time zone I'm in. Sorry. So just anything in general like this should be fine. If you can't watch, there's always the stream you could watch after everything. And yeah, that's just completely on how you want to see or watch me play. Nothing more, nothing less. well, I already explained everything that I have. I really didn't want to make this like a very long stream at all. It's just mainly to explain who I am and say like what I want to feel. Despite everything, I hope eventually if this stream ever reaches somewhere, like randomly showing up for someone's recommended page on YouTube through the link itself or their phones or even their TV, whatever it is. Just hope that I'm out there or like anywhere. So, yeah. If there's like any questions you ever want to ask me about, you could always just leave it in the comments of the stream. It shouldn't be that hard to even try to write a comment. Anyways, this is just gonna probably be where I'll probably end it. Nothing more and nothing less. So yeah. Again, if there's anything that people would want to ask me, just write it down in the comments. I should be able to see it. And yeah, I hope anyone who ever watches the VOD, I hope that's the right term, can eventually see who I am, learn about me, and everything that I might have. Next stream would probably be random, as the last slide that I did say, so don't worry about having to catch up on me. Just watch whenever you can, and that's on you. I don't force anything for you to watch my stuff. It's just how I want to feel. Anyways, hope that this was at least entertaining for anyone. Though I doubt it, since this was just like barely half an hour and really short. So I'll just leave it at that. Thank you to whoever might be able to see this on their YouTube timeline, or even try to see anything from the... Well, if you ever just find me, you'll just know. Anyways, have a good day.